with Mr. Cobb, your attorney and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive reading of this indictment? The arraignment, can we proceed in summary?
He does.
All right, first of all, this alleges the third-degree felony of misapplication of trust funds. Apparently a deal has been worked out where the defendant.
It's a lesser included, it's class A.
How is it a lesser included? So we don't have.
Because you take the intent to defraud out, and it's a class A misdemeanor.
Here's the penalties and the statute we look at here. It's property code.
It was indicted out of section 162.031
It's on the other side of the page. Yes, sir.
of,
It's got the statute and then it's a class A misdemeanor except for if
which
it's
code is this?
property code.
The property code.
Yes, sir. That's why I printed off a copy for you because I know that I'm just keep my line out.
Start with D.
All right, we're proceeding, it looks like on, under this statute, which statutes outside the penal code are always seem to be worded a little more hard to understand, complex than what's in the penal code. But here, under section 162 of the Texas Property Code, there is a provision concerning punishment and illegality, criminal illegality for what is referred to as misapplication of trust funds. And a person who intentionally or knowingly or with intent to defraud somehow misapplies trust funds, then that can be an offense as high as a third-degree felony. The statute goes on to provide under section 162.032 under the penalty section of part B, a person who misapplies trust funds amounting, under part A of the penalties, a trustee who misapplies trust funds amounting to $500 or more in violation of this chapter commits a class A misdemeanor, which is, I think, the portion that the parties have decided to proceed on. Is that your understanding of the plan? It's a class A misdemeanor, which carries with it up to 1 year in the county jail and or a $4,000 fine, or both. Is that your understanding of the punishment range? So of a class A misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Agreements have already been reached. You'd be pleading guilty, sentenced to 1 year in the county jail. That would be suspended. You would be placed on probation for up to 2 years. Restitution is owed in the amount of $3,000. How is that going to be paid and how quickly? Do you have a plan? How much can you pay a month?
I maybe 500. I use, I'm pretty sure I say that way it always goes. 60 months. 500 is much. Definitely out of business.
All right, how do you plead to this lesser included class A misdemeanor, which is provided under section 162.032 subpart A under the penalty section, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? And because you are guilty?
Voluntarily. I can hear you, sorry.
Yeah, that means you're doing it on your own free will. Nobody put a gun to your head. Correct? Or something like that.
I'm just deaf.
You understand what free will means? Voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
Show you here what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document?
Yes, sure.
No.
Did you sign it?
Understand it, discuss it with your attorney, or the contents correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence
No objection.
without objection admitted. The states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses, such as this one. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, and cross-examination of witnesses, totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer, all through so help you God. States Exhibit 1, part of the record without objection for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived. Yes,
Yes.
I'm going to follow this agreement.
Okay, sir.
And again, how do you plead to this lesser included? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And you are pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find you are pleading guilty voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea. States Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this Class A misdemeanor of misapplication of trust funds under Section 162 of the Texas Property Code, subpart A. I am following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the county jail for 1 year for this Class A misdemeanor. I am going to suspend that confinement, place you on regular probation for 2 years. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. You, most importantly, must pay back restitution to stand by. The victim is not named here in the indictment. Who is the victim? Who is the victim? Do we know?
Second judge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be the estate of
Mr. Coon, Richard Coon.
Richard Monroe Coon, C-O-O-N. That's full name.
Okay. Richard Kuhn
Yes, sir.
is the victim in
Yes, sir.
this case. He's passed.
He's deceased. Yes, Your Honor.
His estate is going to be the beneficiary
Yes, sir.
of the
The remaining restitution. Yes, sir.
restitution in the amount of $3,000. The defendant has stated the defendant has stated he can pay $500 per month, and that will be ordered.
Yes.
There will be other terms and conditions of probation that the probation officer will go over with you. If you fail, your probation could be revoked. And then you've already been found guilty here. So just you're staying out of jail due to proper behavior and following the rules of probation. You could be sentenced up to 1 year in the county jail. So you don't want that. And pay these people back, the estate back. That's the right thing to do. Do you understand what has happened today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, please see the probation officer. Thank you. What happened? You're Sam Hodges? Correct?
Yes, sir.
You have 4 cases here engaging in organized criminal activity, a state jail felony with several prior convictions. I guess that is bumped. It looks like state jails. That bumps up to a 3rd-degree felony of punishment. And then robbery is a 2nd-degree felony with a 1 prior conviction in 2019 out of Harris County. So that gets bumped up to a 1st degree. on that one. 25 CL 1022 was a burglary of a vehicle, state jail felony, and it has one, two convictions. And it looks like that goes up to a state jail felony is punished as a third degree.
Yes, sir.
No.
On the way the two burglary of vehicles are indicted, they're enhanced to state jails from the original offense
Okay,
charge.
so it's a state jail felony on that.
Yes, sir.
Then finally, a burglary of a vehicle, 1023. It looks like it's the same type. It's a state jail felony, state jail felony. So two state jail felonies, a state jail felony in robbery, which is enhanced to a first degree felony, which I guess is the one we would try.
Robbery is the one I would try first.
And then engaging in organized criminal activity is the state jail felony. That
Yes,
looks
sir.
like it is enhanced to a third degree felony. Okay, we'll be busy. So what are we gonna do? What's the
Judge,
plan?
The state has offered him 8 years on the robbery. Dismissed state jail felonies, explained that to him and the consequences. And he still feels that's excessive and you don't like to take that. You're all right.
This has previously been on the trial docket. If you would expedite it, I would love to try the robbery case.
Right. Then that's what we'll do.
Okay.
It'll be set.
Do you want?
Get this-
to
let's get
relieve me and get a different
in the
lawyer?
next few weeks, please.
He's asking, to get a different lawyer. So.
Why do you want to get rid of him? He's a great trial lawyer.
We'll
But what do you want?
You want to do it as soon as possible?
Is that, you have to speak out so she can hear you?
Yes.
Okay, you said yes. All right, it'd probably go to trial quicker if you agreed to release him, if that's what you want. To get this thing to trial quick. All right, then I find good cause to release Mr. Duzler, the next person on the trial docket. He will be appointed to represent the will try this case. Thomas Smith,
We need him brought out that.
24 CR 1639 is called. You're, is it Brighton?
Britain, yes, sir.
Britain. And are you still at 1500?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're charged with state jail felony, which carries with it up to 2 years in the state jail. And
This is going to be refiled as a misdemeanor judge. Harassment.
there's not a lesser included, how that fits in? Without having to refile?
Yeah, we have to refile.
What's the state, is it a class A misdemeanor?
It'll be, well, the harassment will be class B misdemeanor.
Oh.
It'll be a 2-year probation. So we'll refile it, get it taken care of.
Okay, well, we handle misdemeanors here too, so.
Doesn't matter, Nick. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, you're gonna file an information, I guess, yeah, we can do it here. And then we can,
You do original.
Oh,
I have jurisdiction for
I'd figure that out because if we refile it, usually when we refile them, we give them misdemeanor numbers, which means that they go to a misdemeanor court, and I don't know if they can give it a felony number.
Judge, I'm not sworn in under the county clerk to do their payroll.
Yeah, I don't want to do theirs, I want to do ours, but I thought since we have this court has jurisdiction that the other criminal district court does not have for misdemeanors, we can handle that. And we generally do it on lesser included. That's why I was looking to see if somehow we could pull that out.
You can't do an
I
harassment.
don't see
Okay.
the word harassment in the allegation, so.
Yes,
But anyway, y'all get something done and then just send it to us and then it'll be dismissed.
it's right.
Is that, okay, will we review it in 4 weeks?
That'd be.
Okay,
Thank
can I
you.
get reset?